The problems with Gen Z really never end. It's just a bottomless pit of complaining and whining. Well, we've already covered this story before. The idea is that Gen Z is aging faster than millennials, and it's because they're vaping too much and they're getting tweakments, which means Botox and fillers.
Too much Zins.
When they're way
Zins.
too young to be doing that. And it's also Zins, of course.
Too many Zins.
We would be remiss not to mention that. Mm-hmm. Well, now there's a trend on TikTok, unfortunately, where women are asking their viewers to guess their age, and when they get a response that they don't like, they get their feelings hurt. And this was really shocking. This video of this blonde girl. She got this comment that said, "Respectfully, you look like you're pushing 45. Stop getting filler or Botox, whatever you have. It looks so bad."
Let's look at, we're talking about this lady right here.
Yes.
Should we watch this video?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Respectfully, you look like you're pushing 45. Stop getting filler or Botox, whatever you have. It looks so bad. 45? I get like, okay, maybe like late 20s, 30s. 22, yeah, shocker. When I first started TikTok and started making filler videos, like come get filler with me or Botox, I used to get these hate comments all the time. There's just people on TikTok that absolutely hate cosmetic procedures and believe that you shouldn't get them. And again, I think it's a personal preference. Like if I want to get filler, I feel like no one should stop you from getting filler because it's your own face.
It's not like they were saying, I hereby stop you from getting filler.
Right.
They were saying it's a bad idea.
Right.
Yes.
It was good advice.
But people always told me that I look older, and I get it. I look older. I might act older. But 45? And before, I used to cry over these comments and used to delete them and block the account.
Now I can't cry from all the Botox. Literally,
Yeah, her muscles are
my
too
muscle
paralyzed.
doesn't
Her
contort.
tear ducts don't work anymore.
I just laugh at it because I know it's not true.
Do you, though? Do you know
but
it's not
I do
true?
respect your opinion.
Okay, based. I like the last part there. Good for her.
Well,
I think she's wrong. But
I don't-
how old, if you just, I mean, it's hard to guess now that you know her real age, but if you looked at her, what do you think you would guess?
I thought she was surgery hard way. I thought she looked 38 surgery the hard way. Like,
Yeah.
You would think late 30s?
yes.
I think I would have guessed like 35.
Yes.
But I would still know, obviously, that she'd gotten tons of work done and shouldn't have. But she's 22. That's a bleak.
You think that's like she's just psyoping us? I want to see.
You
her
think she's
license.
lying for engagement about her age?
Yeah,
But she's not really 22?
If not, she needs to fire, or like whoever has been injecting her needs to lose their license, because
It's so ironic because she's like making these videos like, come get filler with me, come get
Right,
Botox with me, as if she's trying to promote it. And she might even have like sponsorship deals with the medical spas that she's going to get the filler. She's not a walking advertisement for filler. She is a walking caution sign.
The 35-year-old who looks like her is a I guess is their walking advertisement for filler.
That's not even true. I think that a 35-year-old without work done, who, you know, is similar in what her original attractiveness was, that person would be more attractive than her at 22.
No, I'm saying a 45-year-old who looks like her with all of the injections would be the advertisement.
You said 35 originally.
But 40, like somebody in their 40s who
honestly,
looks like her.
Yeah.
I think a
Then yes.
naturally beautiful woman who is 35 or 45 looks better than this girl at
Yes,
22.
I agree.
Absolutely.
This is the look that they're selling though. And then you see it enough, you get used to it, and you think that's what's attractive. Or it's just what's in. It's the trend.
She
so
looks
people
like she
want to
should
look
have
like
this,
that.
She looks like she should have the Simpsons aunt's voice. Like,
Yeah. She looks like she should have a smoker cough.
Yes, she looks like a 40-year-old soccer mom of like 3 that drives a minivan.
Don't I look
and lives
good
in
for
Malibu
22?
and chain smokes. And it's funny because like guys don't find this attractive. This is for other girls. Like she's being sold this as though this will make you more attractive to men.
I mean, I guess there's a certain portion of men who might find this look attractive. I wouldn't guess it's the majority. Like, she looks like someone who had a great canvas to work with and just totally ruined it. Like, that's the real crime here. Is that she looks like a girl who was just so like naturally beautiful and just totally ruined it.
I love the idea that she just went into the spa and was like, just fuck my shit up.
Seriously.
Just fill me up, bro.
Seriously. And it's the whole thing, right? It's not just the injections, it's like the false eyelashes that are glued on, and then they laminate their eyebrows, which means you like perm the hairs of your eyebrows to always be standing up.
Yeah.
I guess that's supposed to make like your face look lifted or something.
Wasn't that the look like 10 years ago?
It was the look like 5 years ago.
Okay.
But I don't know. Dave Gazzuli sent us Canadian money.
Canadian money.
A lot more polite than other money with less,
Can you pull that up?
With less civil rights.
He said, it's hard to say anything other than older than she is because it's a trope by now of the older looking woman getting filler to look younger. She rolled a 1. Yeah, well, they got input from a doctor who administers Botox, is trying to sell Botox, and they asked, can it make you look older? And they said, Botox with heavy dosing can leave your muscles entirely frozen with no movement at all, and a shiny forehead, which can make you look ageless in an odd way, or even older than you actually are, simply because you clearly look like you've been done. Heavy dosing done regularly from a young age can also contribute to muscle atrophy, a medical term that describes muscle shrinking from lack of use. In some cases, this can start revealing lines relating to structures below the skin, like large blood vessels that are usually covered by your muscles. Yeah.
That's painful.
So, like, I'm 37, right? It's time for me to start going in and getting my fillers done, I think.
They asked the doctor, okay, what age would you recommend people start getting fillers and Botox? And they said late 20s, early 30s.
No.
And I'm like, if you're taking care of yourself and you have your skincare routine and everything, you eat healthy, there's no reason that you even need Botox in your late 20s or early 30s.
Well, I don't have a skincare routine, but
No reason.
I will say
there's
that,
no reason.
I'm going to go in and be like, okay, fill me up with the botulism. I'm ready. Just inject me with the botulism. I'm ready to look ageless.
It literally is botulism, right?
Yes.
Let me look that up.
What?
Botox.
What is
It's botulism.
Botox?
I mean, I know it's like a neurotoxin and it passes the blood-brain barrier and it just those two things.
Well, I
are
want it
enough
right
for
past
me.
the blood-brain barrier to make me ageless.
Straight in.
Botox is a drug made from botulinum toxin, a neurotoxin produced by, I believe this is the same bacteria as botulism. It's a highly potent neurotoxic protein that temporarily paralyzes certain muscles and blocks nerves. In small doses, it can reduce skin wrinkles and treat a range of medical conditions. That's rare, though. It's usually for cosmetic reasons. But yeah, you're actually injecting a toxin into your bodies. I hope it's worth the trade-offs.
Isn't botulinum toxin like the most dangerous substance known to man? Like, as far as I know, it's like the smallest amount of it can kill you.
Well, if that were the case, they wouldn't be injecting it in people's faces, right?
Somebody fact check me on that. All I know is, like, look, I'm going to start.
But if there's a profit to be made, let's go for it.
I'm going to get my injectables. Somebody else
You might look young forever, though.
They said I could get implants. I could do that.
You're going to start looking like that after photo of Zac Efron.
Yes.
You're going to start looking like Leonardo DiCaprio.
We say nothing. Just handsome Squidward.
It's such a dated look as well, I feel, at this point. Like, the natural look is coming back in small ways. It's slow, but it's happening. Okay, there was another video.
But imagine imagine this woman wanting to pivot to cottagecore. It's just not going to work.
No, it's not
right?
going to
Never happen.
Cottage porncore doesn't have the same look to it. Doesn't have the same feel.
She can't be a trad wife influencer now. Okay. There's another video of a woman who asked her audience to guess her age, and it hurt her feelings.
Let's watch this one.
Wait, first of all, pause this video. Okay, show everyone the woman's face. How old do you think this woman is? Let's do it right this time.
Mid to late 40s.
Your guess is mid to late 40s?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
most people did guess over 50, and I have gotten so many hateful comments. I disclosed that I'm 38, but yet tons of people came on to my comment thread to say that, wow, must have been a rough life, and no way you're 38. Just lots of stuff like that. So it's 5:30 in the morning, and I have maybe gathered an hour or two of sleep throughout the night. I finally just got out of bed because I was just torturing myself laying there. So this is a little PSA to all the ladies out there. Don't try the trend. I really honestly don't think I look like I'm in my 50s. But apparently I do. And I'm definitely going to be having some work done. So it starts on Tuesday with my hair. And I'm going to call and make an appointment for some lip filler because I got a lot of comments about my, yes, almost non-existent upper lip. But these are just my genetics. I don't have any Botox, any fillers. I do take care of my skin, but I still break out. I use tretinoin, and I'm actually an esthetician. So
There's the kicker.
That's the part of this that really has me upset because I'm supposed to be making people look youthful.
Do you want to explain to the men here who might not know what an esthetician is?
Well, estheticians, as far as I know, they do skincare treatments on people. You know, they do facial
facials, yeah.
facials, basically.
Extractions.
I think that they
skincare.
often are employed at the same medical spas that do injections with Botox and filler. But I think that's the most ironic part, is that this woman's whole job is looking at someone's face and pointing out everything that's wrong with it. But when she asks the internet to do the same thing to her, then she gets hurt. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel bad because she clearly is like very much bothered by what she's reading. But at the same time, it's literally your job to do the same thing to other people. So it's a little bit hypocritical. She's making money off of other people's insecurities.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you shouldn't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, especially, like, there's a reason, gentlemen, ladies, why that question is usually reserved for somebody you are in a committed relationship with. There is a bit of a social contract, perhaps, that when a girl asks you that and you have committed to one another, maybe you say lower. You know, like, or I shouldn't say in a relationship because you know their age by then. Like, if somebody, like, maybe if a guy's interested in you, he's like, oh yeah, you look.
I also feel like most of these responses are probably coming from Gen Z on TikTok that are hating on her.
And it's hard to, when you're younger, gauge how old someone is.
I don't think she looked like she
older
was in
than
her
you.
50s. I would have guessed in her late 30s or 40s.
Once she said 38, I saw it.
I guess, like, if she, I think for her, I don't think she needed work done. I think, like, working out would have helped her, and changing diet.
Yeah, someone said if she ate healthy, worked out, and lost weight, got a tan, she would be much better off. She doesn't need any work done.
And don't run to completely, like, permanently change yourself immediately after a bunch of strangers tear you apart. What do they look like?
You're giving them the power in the situation that they don't deserve.
Yeah, she's going to spend her own money to fulfill the opinions of these strangers.
RCW says 21, always easy. Yes, just always tell them they look 21. You don't look a day over 21.
What? You don't think I look 20?
Yeah.
It's never a good enough answer. But yeah, it's just really sad, but also ironic considering that she's an esthetician and she's also directly profiting off of other people's insecurities. Yep. I agree with you, Brett. Don't ask questions that you don't want the answers to.
Yep. I don't know. I just I feel bad because there is something about the culture now where people feel the desperate need to ask this of the internet, not realizing that there's none of the social contract that comes with the people that are actually in your life.
And what did she think was going to happen?
Yeah.
They were gonna guess younger.
That's,
No.
I mean, that's likely what she thought was going to happen.
I mean, I think that people just want feedback no matter what it is at this point. Like,
Yeah.
any attention is good attention. And I also think most of those comments are coming from Gen Z, and Gen Z is the most image conscious generation, I think, ever. Because they grew up with these mirror cameras and
Yep, your phone is in your face all the time.
I mean,
and
she asked
reflecting
her
the image
age, and they
back at
started
you.
telling her she needed lip filler.
yeah. like
I think about it. I'm like, I don't know
Dang.
how much I actually looked at, like, when I think about my childhood into young adulthood, before the cell phone, before people were taking pictures of themselves constantly, I don't know how much I actually even looked at myself in a mirror outside of like getting ready to go somewhere in the morning, and then maybe and then before bed.
Yeah, but for Gen Z, like, being recorded on
Yeah.
a phone is part of their formative experience, and that cannot be good for their self-image. Can't be good. And it's clearly not helping with the way that they evaluate other people's looks either.
I also believe, and this is mildly off topic, that there's something that's even more superficial, because back in the day when all you had were 35 millimeter cameras, you took the photo you took and then you waited to have it printed, and you got what was at least felt like an authentic capture of something that actually happened. Now you take the picture, you're looking, I'm like, my hair was off, let's redo it, and then you fix your
Right.
hair and you redo it. Nothing actually feels authentic anymore. If anything, everything is more staged, than it was before.
Yeah,
That's
except for
sad.
when it's 5:30 a.m. and you haven't slept and you're on TikTok crying about how you need lip filler.
Basically,
That's unfiltered.
that's fair. Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.